Hello, YouTube fam. Get ready for an amazing video experience. Hello, YouTube friends. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding Sengcan. Jianzhi Xinxin Ming, Sengcan, Giles, Rōmaji, is known as the third Chinese Patriarch of Qin after Bodhidharma and 30th Patriarch after Siddhārtha Gautama Buddha. He is considered to be the Dharma successor of the second Chinese Patriarch, Dazu Huike Chinese. Pīnyīn, Giles, Rōmaji. Sengcan is best known as the putative author of the famous Chán poem, Xinxin Ming Chinese, Xinxin Ming, Giles, the title of which means. In the following segment, we'll be examining biography in greater detail. The year and place of Sengcan's birth are unknown, as is his family name. In this section, we'll be exploring Huike. It is said that Sengcan, old spelling, Sengcàn, was over 40 years old when he first met Huike in 536 and that he stayed with his teacher for 6 years. Dumulan, p97. It was Huike who gave him the name Sengcan Gem Monk. The transmission of the lamp entry on Sengcan begins with a koan-like encounter with Huike. Sengcan, I am riddled with sickness. Please absolve me of my sin. Huike, bring your sin here and I will absolve you. Sengcan, after a long pause, when I look for my sin, I cannot find it. Huike, I have absolved you. You should live by the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. There are discrepancies about how long Sengcan stayed with Huike. The transmission of the lamp records that he attended Huike for 2 years, after which Huike passed on the robe of Bodhidharma, and Bodhidharma's Dharma generally considered to be the Lankavatara Sutra, making him the third patriarch of Chán. According to Dumulan, in 574 the accounts say that he fled with Huike to the mountains due to the Buddhist persecution underway at that time. However, the lamp records claim that after giving Sengcan Dharma transmission, Huike warned Sengcan to live in the mountains and wait for the time when you can transmit the Dharma to someone else. As a prediction made to Bodhidharma, Huike's teacher by Pīnyīn, the 27th Chán ancestor in India, foretold of a coming calamity. After receiving transmission, Sengcan lived in hiding on Wonggong Mountain in Xinxin and then on Sikong Mountain in southwestern Anhui. Thereafter, for 10 years he wandered with no fixed abode. In this segment, we'll be unraveling the complexities of Dasein and exploring its multifaceted nature. He met Dasein, 580–651, a novice monk of just 14, in 592. Dasein attended Sengcan for 9 years and received Dharma transmission when he was still in his early 20s. Subsequently, Sengcan spent 2 years at Mount Lufu Lo Fushan, northeast of Kungtung Canton, before returning to Wonggong Mountain. He died sitting under a tree before a Dharma assembly in 606. Dumulan notes that a Chinese official, Li Chang, found Sengcan's grave in Shichu in 745 or 746. Sengcan received the honorary title Mirror Wisdom from the Tang Dynasty Emperor Xuanzong. Let's now turn our attention to teachings and examine its role within the larger context. Sengcan, like Bodhidharma and Huike before him, was reputed to be a devotee and specialist in the study of the Lankavatara Sutra, which taught the elimination of all duality and the forgetting of words and thoughts, stressing the contemplation of wisdom. However, Huike describes the link between Bodhidharma and therefore Sengcan and the Lankavatara Sutra as superficial. The link between this sutra and the Bodhidharma school is provided in Daoxuan's further biographies of eminent monks where, in the biography of Fecheng, he stresses that Huike was the first to grasp the essence of the Lankavatara Sutra and includes Sengcan as one who discoursed on but did not write about the profound message of the Lankavatara Sutra. Due to the lack of authentic evidence, comments on Sengcan's teachings are speculative. In this chapter, we'll be unraveling the enigma of writings and discovering its transformative power. Although Sengcan has traditionally been honored as the author of the Xinxin Ming Xinxin Míng, faith in mind, most modern scholars dismiss this as improbable. Now, let's shift our perspective and explore limited sources through a fresh lens, unlocking new perspectives. The historical record of Sengcan is extremely limited. Of all the Chan patriarchs, Sengcan is the most ambiguous and the least known. As we enter this new chapter, let's navigate the complexities of further biographies of eminent monks and unravel its multifaceted nature. The earliest recorded note naming Sengcan is in further biographies of eminent monks 645 Japanese, Zokukoserin, Pīnyīn, Zugazin by Daewon 667 where Sengcan is named, immediately after Huike's name, as one of 7 disciples of Huike in a biographical entry of the Lankavatara Sutra Master for Chung 587-665. No further information is given. It was not until the records of the transmission of the Dharma treasure Xuan for Pao Chi, compiled about 710 and drawing on the stories in the further biographies of eminent monks, that a teaching lineage for Chan was created. Some have speculated that it was merely the fact that Sengcan's name immediately followed Huike's name in the latter work that led to him being named as the third patriarch of Chan. As we enter this new phase, let's navigate the complexities of transmission of the lamp and discover its practical applications. Therefore, the biography that follows is garnered largely from traditional biographies of Sengcan, mainly the transmission of the lamp. Most of what is known about his life comes from the Wuding Huayuan Compendium of 5 Lamps, compiled in the early 13th century by the monk Puji at Lingjian Temple in Hangzhou. The first of the 5 records in the compendium is a text known as the Transmission of the Lamp, and it is from this text that most of the information about Sengcan is garnered. However, it should be kept in mind that most modern scholars have some doubts about the historical accuracy of the lamp records. Stay connected and join our community by subscribing and following me on other platforms.